Hello everyone, myself Ms. Shubhra Bende from Government College of Arts, Science and Commerce, KEPM, Assistant Professor. Program Bachelor of Science, 3rd year, Subject Botany, Semester 5, Course Code BOC 107, Course Title Microbiology and Plant Pathology. Title of the unit Plant Disease Management, Module name Biopesticides. Outline Introduction to the biopesticides, types of biopesticides, advantages and disadvantages of biopesticides. Learning outcomes explains biopesticides, lists the different types of biopesticides, describes the role of biopesticides. Now, we'll see what are biopesticides in detail. Now, a biopesticide, it is defined as a biological pesticide which includes living organisms, or it can be plants or their metabolites against a target organism, which can be either pest, disease or weed, to restrict or eliminate its activity. Now, biopesticides is an eco-friendly alternative to chemical pesticides because it does not keep any residues which are harmful to either environment or to the humankind. Now, they are also known as biocides. This is another term for biopesticides. Now, types of biopesticides. It can be either microbial, botanical or biochemical. These are three categories of biopesticides. Under microbial, we have bacterial, fungal, viral, insect-based. These are four kinds which come under microbial category. Botanical is only one, that is plant-based. Biochemical is naturally occurring substances which can be either obtained from plants or microorganisms. Now we will see the microbial biopesticides in detail. That is, first is bacterial. Under bacterial, we have bacterial bactericides. Now what are bacterial bactericides? Now here the bacterial strains are used for controlling the diseases which are caused by bacteria itself. Here we have the example of Agrobacterium radiobacter, used for controlling crown gall disease, which is caused by the bacteria, that is Agrobacterium tumefaciens. Now next is bacterial fungicides. Here the bacterial strains are used for controlling the diseases which are caused by the fungal strains. Example is Pseudomonas enterobacter, used for controlling the damping of disease, that is to the seedlings, caused by Pythium species. Third one is bacterial insecticides. The bacterial strains are used for controlling the diseases which are caused by the insect pest. Here we have the example of Pseudomonas enterobacter, Bacillus proteus. All these are used for controlling the insect pest of agriculture on the forest crops. Now we have fungal biopesticides, that is, first one is fungal fungicides. Here we have fungal strains which control the disease which are caused by the fungus itself. Example is Trichoderma viridae, used to control or treat the wounds of fruit trees which are caused by Chondrosterum purpureum. Next is fungal herbicides or mycoherbicides. Here we take fungal strains to control the diseases or to control the weeds which just increase in number except your crop plant. Example is Cholicotrichum and Phytophthora, used against weeds. Next is fungal nematicides or myconematicides. Here the fungal strains are used to control the disease which are caused by the nematodes. Example is Verticillium and Arthrobotrys, used for controlling Globoderma. The last one is fungal insecticides or mycoinsecticides. Here we use the fungal strains to control the insect pest. Example is Metaxium and Beauveria, used for controlling insect pest. The last one under microbial category is viral biopesticides. Here the target specific viruses which infect and destroy important plant pests are being used. Example we can take is Lepidopterus pests of cotton, rice and vegetables. But this particular biopesticide is used on a very small scale because its production is very difficult. The viral strains or the viruses, they require a living host for their production. So the production of the viruses or the viral biopesticides is quite difficult. So now the last one is insect biopesticide. Here we have Trichogramma, which is a minute wasp. It is an egg parasite, so it has to lay eggs in the eggs of other host plant. So here we have Trichogramma, which lays its egg in Lepidopteran pest. So it is specific for Lepidopteran pest only. It is going to lay eggs in the eggs of Lepidopteran. So after hatching, the larvae feeds on the eggs of the Lepidopteran pest, thereby destroying it and prevents the plants from being diseased. So Trichogramma, it is effective against sugarcane internode borer, pink bollworm, stem borers in rice, and this particular method is very important, or it is mostly being used because it kills the pathogen before it could even go into the larvae stage, and then it could become adult and affect the plant. So it is mostly used. The second category is botanical one, which is most famous and it is used by everyone since it is highly effective, biodegradable, cheap and easily available, and being safe to the man and environment. That is, it is not going to harm the environment, neither the humankind, because their production is also easy and they can be produced on a large scale. Now here we have taken the example of Azadirachta indica. It is used for controlling grasshoppers, Colorado and potato beetles. It also exhibits antioxidant, repellent, growth regulatory, ovicidal disruption properties. These are its main functions. Similarly, as we have seen what are the functions of Azadirachta indica, we have got Pongamia pinnata, Ocimum centum, Vitex nigundo, Allium sativum, which also exhibit insecticidal properties or other botanical biopesticidal activities. Now the third category we have is biochemical. Now these are naturally occurring substances which kill or control the plants. Mostly they are controlling the pest. These interfere with growth or mating processes of the pathogen. So example here we have is 2,4-dichlorophenoxyacetic acid, which is used as a broad spectrum to kill broad-leaved weeds. And this is used by many farmers to kill the weeds, because weeds are the very important issue nowadays because it is taking place of the crop plants. Now the advantages and disadvantages of biopesticides. First we will see the advantages, that is, it is host specific, no problem of toxic residues, permanent control of the pest or long persisting effect, no fear of environment pollution, and hence they are eco-friendly. What are the disadvantages is that it is highly selective and host specificity. This means that the specific fungal strain or the bacterial strain, it is going to affect on a specific fungus or the bacteria because it is not a broad spectrum. Only 2,4-D we have seen it is a broad spectrum, whereas other they are host specific. The correct time of application is necessary. The effect can be delayed or there is a mortality. Storage problem and difficulties of culturing in large quantities. This we have seen in case of the viral biopesticides. So these are some of the references. Thank you.